My name is Abbas Salvi. Like every Monday, I'm here today and brought to you the Himmat Karoo program, which we started about 2 months ago. Well, today, the special thing is that today is the 10th episode of this program, and your feedback has kept us alive. And thank you to those who take the time and write us and give their comments to us, because that's really, really helping us a lot. Well, I want to start off this program by some motivational stuff, because I don't know if I mentioned in one of my programs that I like to read books. So today I have brought you a book which is really a game changer, and that book is written by John Maxwell. It's the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. I want to share with you something from this book which is really, really very beneficial, and it might clear your concept about leadership. In this book, it says that if you want to gain respect and you want more followers, there is a pattern to it. The pattern is when people respect you as a person, they admire you. When they respect you as a friend, they love you. When they respect you as a leader, they follow you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the leadership, everybody likes leadership, and they follow leaders. Before reading this book, I had a little misconception, and I'm sure that a lot of people might have, that the politician can only be the leaders, which is absolutely wrong. The leaders can be not necessarily to be a politician. Anyone can be a leader who thinks outside the box. Now, today's program is, for the first time, I'm introducing a lady in this program. Before, my all guests were male. And I also want to tell you that those who have never seen this Himmat Karoo program before, they can go to YouTube, they can type in Himmat Karoo, as you can copy down the spelling from here, and you can watch all my 9 episodes. There are a lot of changes about to come, and every episode gives us some kind of a feedback, and we try to bring in some new things. Okay, so in this program, as you know, I bring a guest, and we'll talk about the guest objectives, accomplishments, and we try to take a little sneak peek what is the struggle phase. So today I have a very brilliant lady. I call her 2-in-1. She is a realtor, and also she is a home staging professional. So we're going to ask her that how she can manage these two things. She's also very famous on social media, and Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I do see her everywhere. So this lady, she's very confident. When I had a conversation with her, she always talks about the plan. And the people who talk about the plan and objectives, I become their fan right away. So please welcome my guest tonight. Her name is Krisha Patel. So Krisha Patel, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Abbas.
Oh, great. Thank you.
What a great introduction as well. That's much appreciated.
My pleasure. I could have go on and on, but the time is not it doesn't permit me to
keep on going.
Keep on going. Okay, how was your ride from east to west?
It wasn't too bad. A lot of traffic, but I made it here.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about yourself, and then we get into some brief questions.
For sure. So I am a real estate agent, and I am also a certified professional stager.
Oh.
So I am a 2-in-1. Yeah, and I've been in this business for quite some time now. So I've seen a few things here and there.
All right. Well, that's awesome. I'm often confused about kind of a question that always circles in my mind. People, they spend a lot of money on open houses.
Right.
I've seen if you drive around on a weekend in your neighborhood, you see tons of open houses, some ice cream trucks and some food and all that stuff.
Yeah, people go, they do a lot of stuff.
Right. So how do you see spending money on that open house and also at the same time, or on the same amount of budget, get spent on home staging? What do you see there?
I would say spend, I think both are great. Both are great options. I do recommend putting more of your money towards staging your home for many reasons. One of them being that only 10% of buyers can actually see potential of an unstaged home. So what that means is you want to catch the buyer's eyes right away. And by doing that is staging your home, giving every room a purpose. So that way, as soon as the buyer walks in, they can visualize themselves living there. And that creates a quick sale.
All right, I think this is why it is so critical, the home staging, because I do see a lot of attention is being paid towards home staging. But at the same time, I do see a lot of people, they're not a big fan of home staging. They said it's extra cost to them. So how do you talk to those people, those who are not agreeing with that idea?
Well, I don't consider putting your money into home staging a cost. I consider it an investment. Because if you look at it, your house you're selling your house. And in a competitive market like today, you want your house to not sit on the market. You want it to sell right away. And with home staging, you have such a higher chance of selling your house. So you can't really consider it a waste of money. It's more of an investment.
Okay, so you recommend that not the open house. I mean, you can do an open house, but more value you can drive from the home staging.
Correct. So I stage your home and then maybe do an open house.
All right.
But pay more attention towards the home staging.
Okay, okay. So can you just give my audience an idea, like the home which is staged properly and the home which is not staged?
Yeah,
just with the ordinary furniture or whatever the normal things that we have in our house. So what's the difference? Like, what's the percentage of selling of a stage house as opposed to not stage house?
Well, it's a higher percentage. What I would consider a professionally staged home is a home that is decluttered, meaning no knickknacks, no personal items, no personal photos. You want the buyer to come in and it's just basically a blank canvas, but also you give every room a purpose. So a house that isn't professionally staged would have, couches are a mess or the carpet's not cleaned, animals are around. So there's a huge, huge difference between
my ideology I want to share with you, the way that I look at it, and I think I explained to one of my clients, and he got the point.
Right.
When we go to any wedding, right? If we imagine the bride not make-upped, not
all glammed up,
So I mean, same with the house, right?
If it's not appealing to the eye, you don't have interest in it.
Absolutely.
So when your home is appealing, you attract more buyers. You attract more people towards it, and people would like to come in, right? When your home is a mess, or if it smells like animals or dogs or smoke or anything, you're not going to attract buyers. Your house is just going to sit there. Yeah,
absolutely the same. I was at the wedding
a
few weeks back, and I was trying to think, what would be it like if she's not dressed up or she's not makeup. Because she was looking completely different. Then I never saw her in that makeup, and she was looking amazing. So I think the same is with the house.
Exactly. You saw her full potential, right? You saw what she can become. And that's what staging does to a home. You see what your house can become. You give your house that potential that it didn't have.
Okay, that's great. So let's move on to your real estate.
Okay,
because
for sure.
you are 2-in-1, right?
Yes.
So I got a hand up. I have to go to, for a small break.
Okay.
And when we'll come back, we'll start from it. The question that I'm just going to ask you.
For sure.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's a time for a little short break. We'll come back. I'm with Krisha Patel. She is 2-in-1. She's a realtor and also a professional home stager. I have a lot of questions to ask. So please don't go away. Stay with us. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Abbas Alvi. I brought you Himmat Karoo. Like every Monday, I bring you that program. So I'm talking to Krisha Patel. Before going to the break, I asked her about real estate. So I'm going to start off by asking what her view about a first-time buyers, what they should do. And can you tell us anything about a first-time buyer?
Yes, so I have a few tips for first-time home buyers. One of the biggest tips is get pre-approved, because you don't want to start looking for a house and fall in love with a house and then find out you can't afford it. Mm-hmm. You're wasting your time. You're also wasting, agents' times. So getting pre-approved is huge. A lot of agents, I find, also won't take you on if you're not pre-approved either. Mm-hmm. So get pre-approved. Another one is have an open mind. You're going to walk into some houses that aren't necessarily your dream home, but that doesn't mean they don't have potential. Mm-hmm. So the location might be great, but there might be pink tile in the bathroom. You can get rid of that tile, but that doesn't mean your home doesn't have that potential to grow. Mm-hmm. And another tip I would say, obviously, is use a realtor. Use a realtor that you connect well with, that you can tell that has a passion, like you and I do, for real estate and for homes. You don't want somebody who is just quick and in and out. You want someone you have a real connection with, because you can put your whole trust in them. Right.
I remember when I started,
Yeah.
And I advise this to a lot of first-time buyers, note down your expectation, right?
Yeah.
I mean, buy the property which you can easily afford.
Right.
What I did, my first home, 2-bedroom. It was a stack house on Markham and Shepherd, right? It was so tiny. We lived 4 years. We lived 4 years. We were able to build up some down payment, and then we end up in buying a big house in Ajax.
See?
So, I mean, don't start with a big thing in your mind,
right?
Because you're not going to get to that level unless you start small.
Agreed.
All right,
100%.
people, they start from condominium, right? Become an owner, taste it first, and then,
go from there.
Then you go for a big one. Everyone has a dream of a big house.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. It's not impossible, but you just have to have patience.
Right. Absolutely. All right, so Krisha, what else I need to ask you? How do you prepare yourself? Because I see you very motivated, very focused, very to the point. How do you do this? I mean, I'm a little jealous here.
Oh, no. You want to know my secrets? So a lot of it, I find, is obviously reading, getting knowledge on what I'm doing. Motivational speakers, motivational videos. I listen to a lot of Tony Robbins. That's really inspiring. And
a
just,
big guy, right?
No, he's pretty tall though.
You say hi.
No. Yeah. And the biggest thing I think is I'm doing what I love. So that's what keeps me motivated every day. I get up every day and it's just, okay, well, I'm going to go sell a house. I'm going to go view a house. It's something that I have a huge passion for. So it's never, I'm rolling out of bed and I'm dreading going to work, right? So.
Yeah, I can imagine, I mean, a realtor's life is a bit different.
Yes.
All right, and it's, it's been 7 years myself too in this one.
Right.
I'm still trying to learn myself.
Yeah.
What are my habits, right? I'm trying to tweak a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
Because I'm still struggling with getting up so early. You know, there's a break.
That's when I first started. That was my struggle as well.
I mean, you called me 8 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yeah.
I mean, luckily I was watching a cricket match, so I was able to talk to you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, impossible. Before 11, I'm struggling it. But you know, I hit bed very late. Very late, about 1 or 2 o'clock, which is a bad habit.
Yeah, that needs to change.
That needed drastic changes, but you know what?
It'll come.
Slowly.
Yeah.
15 minutes. Right. Okay, so this is How You Motivate Yourself by Anthony Robbins.
Tony Robbins.
I mean, his name is Anthony Robbins.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
I got his books too, you know.
Oh, okay.
You know, I've been his fan, but, you know, and a lot of other also. I'm very open-minded. I'm not only one person. Okay, so let me find out what else I can ask you, you know. I'm kind of ran out of my questions. All right, so we'll talk about... your motivation, and let me ask you, what do you see the market? I mean, like you study the market, what do you see, what's coming ahead after 10, 15 years? What's your prediction on it?
My prediction on the market, I personally feel like the market is going to grow, especially in the Toronto GTA area. I feel like that's going to be pretty big in 10 to 15 years. I can see it growing quite drastically. It already has gotten so big. And now I feel like Toronto is such a staple in everyone's mind. You know, even if you go to the States, I have cousins in the States that always talk about Toronto and always talk about the GTA. And so, yeah, I feel like it's going to grow.
Well, what my biggest worry is that we are not keeping pace in terms of our paychecks. Right?
Yes.
If we look at the property is going higher and higher every day. But, you know, the paycheck goes very slowly. So how are we going to keep up with that rising price? That's always,
that's going to be tough. And with that, only time can tell, right? Because that's the thing with real estate. It's you just never know.
Don't you think we lower expectation like I said before you were dreaming for 800 and
yeah, exactly.
All right, that's very good to hear.
Yeah.
All right.
What are your thoughts? Where do you think it's going to go?
Well, my thoughts are it's going to go up.
Up, right? Yeah.
Up, but not the pace that we saw in 2017.
I don't think it will ever be. Do you think?
Yeah, it's not going to be. But you know what? When you were out in the field, you talk to the people and collect their views. Some of the people still they think about those days, right?
Yeah.
And they think the market is going to go up in such a manner which is not. But you know what? It's still going up. It's still going up. And plus, you know, it's kind of a government ruling which is holding this market so tight. You know, once if we see any kind of a flexibility in those financing rules,
right?
I mean, the buyers are out there.
Yeah.
Buyers are out there. I mean, you get lots of call. I get lots of call every day. But the problem is we start from what's your down payment, what's your income level.
Exactly.
And then
getting that pre-approved stamp of approval, right? And then go from there.
Right. No, it says it will surely go up with the new constructions.
Yeah. They did say condominiums in Toronto have risen 7% since last year.
Condominiums are
huge now in Toronto.
I mean, people, they made a lot of money for investors. I mean, I bought property condos for my clients in 2015.
Oh, okay.
And now it's almost double.
Yeah.
Almost double the price. And they when they talk to their friends, and they gave my referral and they called me, I said, you know, time is gone.
Yeah.
You know, I can't get you the same
which price
they got, because they have taken initiative.
Right.
So they, you know, reap the benefits of investing.
Yep. But that's the beauty of investing as well, right?
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it.
It is. So tell me something else about what's your hobbies? What do you do in your spare time?
Well, my hobby is reading. I love anything active, love going out, love just meeting new people. I find that's the whole beauty as well of, you know, our careers. We're always meeting new people. We're always talking. We're always, you know, connecting with everybody. So
yeah,
that's
the recipe, I think, for success.
Oh, 100%.
For the realtors, talking to people all the time.
Yep.
And, you know, passing on.
Being able to connect with people.
Passing on the information. All right.
Yeah.
Krisha, I think the time is about to finish for this program. But thanks for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're very welcome. Thanks for giving all this valuable information about home staging, that how important the home staging is if you want to sell your house quickly. And thank you very much for the motivation. I think my viewers, those who are watching, you know, they will be pumped. And if they are planning, or if they even planning like 5 years down the road, they can always contact Krisha. They can always call our office. Our office number is 416-321-2228. We both work for Royal LePage Vision Realty, and we'll try to help you out the best we can.
100%.
All right, thanks, Krisha, again. And thanks, viewer. See you next Monday. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. See you. Goodbye.